Hello and welcome to another Pro Cycling Manager stage editor video here on the channel. And today I've come up with an interesting idea. What if we put the best riders in the world on the hardest climb? And where is it, you may think? Well, there's a bit of a hint to you on my screen right now, because it's not in the French Alps, it's not in the Himalayas, it's not in the Andes, it's actually on a volcano island in the middle of Hawaii. It is, of course, the Mauna Kea climb, which we're going to start here in Kona on the coast. We are going to climb over 4,000 meters from the sea all the way up to the top of the volcano as we plot it out here. And not only are we going to be climbing that much, there's also a gravel segment on the climb. Not a massive one, as you can see here, though. It will just add to the theatre. And finish plotting the route. 102 kilometres with over 4,000 metres of climbing in kind of these 3 stages. This is going to be an absolute wild race. So we are in the stages now, and let's just put the route name in and our location, which is obviously going to be the United States of America. Load in our GPX and region for this stage. It's going to be interesting. Do we want to go for that tropical region? But I've actually got a good idea. There's not really kind of the rainforest which kind of surrounds maybe the lower half of the Hawaiian Islands. However, if we go Mont Ventoux, when we go up into the volcano, we're going to have this nice kind of, well, as you can see now, almost desert feel to the top of the island at high altitude, which kind of shows the volcanic ash which kind of surrounds Mauna Kea. And I think we are ready to start putting the roads down in a quick time lapse. So we have placed down all the roads, and here is the profile. Now we are going to move into a very quick decorating time lapse. If you have been inspired to start stage making by these videos, or you just want to download some cool stages, make sure you join the stage making community Discord, which I'll put a link in the bottom. There's been some great stages recently. Heis 16, I don't know how you say the name, has been releasing some amazing Japanese stages recently, and we've got a bunch of other races which you can do. Also, if you have been inspired, there are tutorials here. Also, I'll link down in the description to Slyman's tutorials about stage making if you want to get started stage making. Now it's time to go over to Pro Cycling Manager and we will play the stage. So we've loaded into the game, and here is the stage. You can see I've put the little indicator saying how big the climb is in these 3 main sections. That's kind of false flat in between, but we've got the first one, which is about 8.5k, 6%, Second one, 20k 5%. This last stretch of the climb is 22k at nearly 10%. So it's going to be a mad stage as we are going to choose a team here. As always, I'm going to go for somebody who can compete, so we have a good kind of balanced race. Last time we did a climbing one, we went Sudal Quickstep with Evenepoel. This time I'm going to go with the other kind of tier 2 GC rider, which is Primoz Roglic at Bora Hansgrohe. We're also going to have Lipovitz in the team to help him, so we'll have a good rounded mountains team. Here's the team we've selected. So Primoz Roglic is going to be our leader alongside Florian Lipovitz. We've got good climbing support with the likes of Hindley, Martinez, Pellizzari, Vlasov and Ben Zvihoff. If we go onto the magazine slide, we can see who the other favourites are. Obviously, Tadej Pogacar's here, as well as Vingegaard, Adam Yates, Almeida, Carapaz, Landa, although it looks like there is no Remco here at the start list on Kona. So as we go into the game, we see Roglic has a +3 day. However, the rest of our team is not looking so good. I think we'll have to be focusing all our resources on going for Roglic as we go through the town of Kona, which is probably the last civilization we will see for a while as attacks start to go to join the breakaway group. So just before the start of that second like part of the climb, and there's a group which has just got away on the flat as the breakaway were being caught, and we've been caught out behind, but I think it should all come back together. But there's a lot of favourites up there with Pogacar and Vingegaard, but I think we've brought the race back together, have we? It's kind of all over the place on the Mauna Kea climb, and it's proving to be an interesting one as Jorgensen goes onto the attack. So we have made our way onto the Mont Ventoux texture now as we leave the forest, and you can see just how barren and volcanic the kind of scenery looks as we're going to send Vlasov down to get water. But I think it's really worked a treat kind of getting this volcanic look on top of the mountain here. And that peak over there, over 4,000 meters in the sky, is where we are going to be finishing today's stage in around 50 kilometers time. We have 35 kilometers to go, and you can see our riders are beginning to suffer to the tempo, even though the group is still quite big. 160 riders, but everybody's energy has been sapped due to the steep climbs as we pass this airport we've made, and we're about to turn onto that steep finishing section, which could be decisive. Well, not could be, should be decisive. And we have turned off the main highway and we are on the climb. It's about to start here in the top right corner, and we are already quite sapped for energy. This could be really a disastrous performance if we don't keep Roglic towards the front, even on a good day, as the tempo flies up the front. It's Juan Ayuso setting a pace for Pogacar. I think really on this kind of climb we just have to set our own pace with Roglic, as our teammates kind of just are running out. We've got 20k to go. I don't think we can particularly keep up with this high pace. Bernal pacing now. Yates for Pogacar, who's right at the front. Geraint Thomas there. Pogacar pacing himself now. Roglic is on his own. It's madness, and we are not even on the steep section yet. Thomas now, I think the pace is kind of settled, but anything could happen as the group has quickly been whittled down from that 160 odd riders to just 30 riders now, and we are nearing the gravel sector, and the group has really been thinned. It's just 10 riders now, and Roglic is struggling at the back, and we are not even on the pivotal maybe gravel sector where it's going to get steep. I was wrong in the introduction. Remco is here, and he is pacing quite well in this ever small group. Scale mode has dropped. We are hanging on by a thread, but it looks like the tempo at the front has slowed down. Pogačar may be realising he's gone even too early for his standards, but Roglic looks like he's cracked, and we may be out of the race already on a good day with 14 kilometers to go. And Remco is suffering with just over 10 kilometers to go, and Pogačar is riding away on these 13% gravel gradients behind. Roglic has got back up to Vingegaard and Carapaz, and maybe if Remco's overextended himself here, he could drop straight through this group, and maybe Roglic, Vingegaard and Carapaz can come back and fight for second place. But it looks like Tadej Pogačar is going to be riding away to an easy victory here on Mauna Kea. And it looks like I was right. Evenepoel has been spat out the back of Vingegaard, Carapaz and Roglic's group, who are still only a minute behind Pogačar, who also looks like he's struggling on these, well, mad gradients. You can see looking down the road where we've come. You might not quite be able to see it all the way back down to the coast. And Roglic has been dropped by the Vingegaard Carapaz group. Pogačar still holding this kind of minute 20, minute 15 advantage as the road is ramping up over 10%, over 15% in sections as we are back on tarmac. And it looks like Roglic may have to settle for 4th place here. But it looks like Pogačar is running away as the winner as we approach the observatories at the top of the volcano. Pogačar is entering the final few kilometers as you can look all the way down to the bottom of this last ramp. He's in the final kilometer. He's going to win comfortably in the end, ahead of Carapaz and Vingegaard, who will fight out for the podium. There's one last ramp, but he's celebrating already at the top of the climb at over 4,000 meters of altitude. Tadej Pogačar is the winner, and behind Roglic is going to try everything he can to bridge, but it's going to be Carapaz second, Vingegaard third, and Roglic crosses the line in 4th place. So here's the final results with Tadej Pogačar taking the win. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and maybe drop a comment about what you want me to do in my next stage editor challenge. That's all from me. Have a great day. Goodbye.